Hey guys, Paymon here. Today I'm going to do a quick DIY on how to give your car a rinseless wash. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably freaking out wondering, if rinseless washes are actually good, if they're going to scratch or anything like that, but I can assure you that the products that I'm going to use today have actually been proven not to scratch your car or damage your finish or anything like that. It's actually one of the most popular products when it comes to rinseless washing, and I'll show you guys a proper way to go ahead and use it. You don't want to dive right in and start slapping a sponge across your paint without starting to prep the car first. It's perfect for wintertime washing. You don't want to go outside, it's too cold, so I'll give you a few pointers to get you going. My car is not too dirty right now. Maybe the DIY would be better if I showed you on a filthy looking car, but I think most of us 8 owners do a pretty good job of cleaning up. So the products that we're going to use today, actually a few simple products. First is going to be Optimum No Rinse. You guys might see this around some forums. It goes by the acronym ONR. Very, very popular product when it comes to rinseless washing. We're going to need a drying towel. This is a Cobra waffle weave microfiber towel. It's one of my favorites. It does a fantastic job. The next product is, a sponge. This is one of my favorite types of sponges. As you can see there, it's kind of cubed up along the top and bottom ends. This does a fantastic job of grabbing dirt, gets it inside those little cubes, prevents it from getting back onto the car. It's a great product. Another one of my favorites is actually one of these mitts. Again, very delicate. Does a fantastic job without damaging your paint. You're going to need a quick detailer. I use the Wolfgang detailer or a sealant. This is what you want to use after you've applied the no rinse. This way it gives a nice little protective coating for the next couple days. And then we also have our typical wash and rinse buckets. On the inside, the grit guard. This is something a lot of people take for granted. It does a perfect job of separating the dirt from the water that you're using to wash your car. If you don't believe that they work, maybe I can show you afterwards the amount of dirt that's trapped underneath. But it's one of those you won't believe it till you see it type of things. I highly recommend these. You do not want to be picking up the dirt that you just washed off your car and rubbing it back all over your paint. So I'm going to go ahead and start mixing these, and I'll get you guys started. Alright guys, so we're back. Basically what I've done, I've gone ahead and mixed up the ONR into the bucket. This is a 3-gallon bucket. It's not that big, so it only takes ONR calls for 1 ounce per 2 gallons, so about 1.5 capfuls. It's plenty. Some good stuff. And we've got our rinse bucket in here. I like to line them up left and right. L wash, R rinse. Easy to remember. This way you're not mixing them up. And we've got the car ready to go. And as you can see, I'm inside the garage right now. So, this is perfectly safe to use on the inside. You're not going to be making a huge mess. And one other thing that I didn't mention, if your car is filthy, if it's dirty, you got salt, sand, anything all over the car, just take a couple minutes, go to the coin op, or just back it out of your garage and give it a good rinse. Trust me, you do not want to be taking salt, sand, any type of garbage and just glazing it over your paint. It's the last thing you want, so just spend a couple minutes, give it a quick rinse, then come back and then go ahead and do this. And another piece that, depending on how neglected the car has been during the winter, how dirty it is. Some people like to put a quick detailer on the paint to help lubricate, So I'll go ahead and demonstrate that. I actually have my own mixture of a quick detailer. What it is it's some of this Ultimate Waterless Wash. An awesome product. I love using it as a quick detailer. Get more than your money's worth. So let me go ahead and demonstrate how we want to start here. You're going to break up the car. You always want to divide the car into sections. So a lot of people like to split up the hood into 4 equal parts. So I like to go breaking up in half. Honestly, I'm not that anal about panelizing the car. But so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start giving a little mist of this quick detailer. You don't want to soak the car. Just give it a couple spritzes. Just added paint protection. We're going to go ahead and take our sponge, which I had it resting in the rinse bucket. Let's go ahead and dip it in the ONR. What I like to do, you want to go all the way to the bottom, rub it against the grit guard. Get used to doing that. You always want to do that to try to really break up the particles that are embedded in the sponge. You don't want the sponge soaking. You don't need this stuff sloshing around your ground. So, make sure it's not dripping. As you can see, we're doing pretty good here. Again, not dripping. The sponge is not totally dry. We still got some in here, but it's not dripping as I'm just carrying it. I'm gonna go ahead and start at the top and just glaze it over. That's it. Just like that. When it comes to the hood, always go down. As you can see, the water's gonna run down that way anyway, so. And I mean, I'm not pressing down with the sponge. You can tell that I'm not even, causing any type of flexing in the sponge. You're not trying to scrub the paint out. You're literally just gliding it across the paint. Like so. Then, you want to continue through that panel, but let me just demonstrate what's next. I'm going to take our nice little microfiber towel here. These towels, you always want to try to break them up into folded pieces. So now I got, a bunch of sides to work with. Again, you're not pressing down. Just glide. Glide. And flip over. Like so. And you can kind of see right there this nice little split between the clean part and the dirty part. And again, I mean, what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to pull the shop light that I have. I mean, you could see those are just watermarks right there. We're not scratching the paint, And you basically just want to rinse and repeat. So again, now we're just going to come back over here, dip our sponge into the rinse bucket, squeeze it out, give it a couple turns against the grit guard. Now, one application is really all you need. But depending on how dirty the car is, you might have to go through a couple times. Again, being very meticulous to rinse after each panel and reapply some ONR. If you're looking right now, you're noticing all the beading going on. That's from the, a good wax job. And again, you can see the reflection right there. I mean, that's nice, clean paint. So again, work from top to bottom. I'm going to do the rest of this car, but one thing I do want to tell you is about where you get the cuts in the car, these breaks, these lines, especially on the doors. You can see like right here, we've got the break in the door. A lot of people like to, again, start their way up and pull down. Only problem with that is you're never really cleaning all the garbage that gets stuck in between the seal right here. What I like to do is to go across. By going across, you're letting the fibers of the sponge get deep in there, cleaning out all the garbage, and that's very important when it comes to, same thing on the hood, on the roof of the car, in between these seals in the windows. The last thing you want is to clean the entire car and then turn around and notice a bunch of garbage still stuck in between the windows, and again, especially up here. The break between the front bumper and the grill, it really can ruin a really nice looking wash. I mean, you're putting all the time and effort in there, so you might as well really get the car nice and clean. So I'm going to go ahead and do the entire car. Again, it's going to come wash, rinse, then dry. Or actually, wash, dry, then rinse. It's up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and do that across the entire car, and then I'll discuss, applying some of the sealant or some of the quick detailer afterwards. All right. Hey guys, I know I said I was going to get back to when I was done washing the car, but I got across to the back and noticed that it is, it has some spots from the recent rain that we've had. So I really want to demonstrate the cleaning power of this stuff. So as you can see right here, I mean, this is, that's some dirt from driving in the rain. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my detailer. I'm really trying to lubricate the trunk right here, even on the headlight, the tail lights. Just get it nice and drenched there with some quick detailer. Add some nice lubricity. Go ahead and get our sponge. And again, like I said before, we got some cuts here in the metal. So in the trunk here, you see the lines. So again, we want to work our way across. We don't want to be jamming some dirt inside these little pockets here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just glide across. Again, I'm not pressing down. I'm just gently going across, letting the sponge do all the work here. Same thing on the taillights. I mean, as you can see, it's already showing some big time improvement. Let's do this other taillight. And again. So let's go get our towel. And again, even with the towel, you're not pressing. You're not forcing it dry. Let the microfiber towel do all the work. Yeah, I can literally I'm just doing it with my fingers right here. Just let the towel do all the work. You can see the difference right there. I mean, that's a huge difference than what you guys saw at the beginning of the video. Alright, well, I'm going to finish up here and I'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, so we've basically gone ahead and washed the entire car with the Optimum No Rinse. I mean, look at that shine. Nice and shiny. Ooh, it's wintertime and my car's shiny. I got a bunch of friends that are going to, make fun of me at work. Because I'm that guy. But as you can see, I mean, there's really no mess except around the bucket. But that's, you know, I overfilled the bucket, but that's, you know, nothing compared to, you know, having a nice clean car in the winter and protecting your paint. The last step, and I find it to be the most important step. I mean, it gives you that added protection over your paint, and it leaves less work the next time you go wash it. It's this Wolfgang Deep Gloss Sealant. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite spray sealant, spray waxes out there. I've tried a bunch of different ones, which, you know, there's a lot that I love equally, but thanks to autogeek.net, buy one, get one. I mean, you can't go wrong there. So what you want to do here is, again, go ahead and shake it up. You want to mix all the stuff on the inside up. What I like to do, I've got another one of these Cobra waffle leaf pads. Again, split up so that I can apply with one side, flip it, dry with the other. One thing I like to do on the side I'm going to apply on is give it a couple squirts. Something about taking a dry pad to some nice paint that bugs me out. So go ahead and couple spritzes. You don't have to go crazy. Again, panelize it just like we did with the wash. So I've got my washing side. One way I like to remember is, again, on the left, this little line on the left means it's my applying side. Again, we're not pressing down here. This is a very gentle, you know, you can think of it as massaging the paint. You're not trying to force this stuff into the paint. It's actually counterintuitive. You're going to end up scratching, putting little marks all over your paint. You do not want to do that. And as advertised with the Wolfgang product, you apply it. You don't have to wait like other waxes, waiting for it to haze. As soon as you apply it, go ahead and flip your towel over and wipe it right off. Like so. Simple, easy, adds that extra layer of protection. You're going to get the beading when you wash your car, or when the car goes through some rain and you get all those beads on top. That's when you know your wax is working. Again, it's giving that extra layer of protection on top of your paint. I mean, look at that, nice little shine to go along with it. You know your paint's nice and clean. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, do the rest of this car, and then we're going to check our buckets. Let's take a look to see on the bottom there. Again, my car wasn't even that filthy, so we're going to take a look to see if those grit guards really worked. You can already see, this is my rinse bucket. It's got some murky water in there. It's not clear. So, you know, again, my car was relatively clean. As you can see, it's already discolored the water. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up with the wax here. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, Paymon again. So we're all done here with the waxing. Car is nice and clean. It's got the spray sealant on it. See the nice little reflections there. A lot better than when we started, especially the back end here. As you can see, those watermarks are all gone. Now what we're going to check is we're going to go ahead and take a look at our bucket here. I drained most of the water out. This is the rinse bucket. So here's our grit guard. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the ground. I'm going to put my fingers over it. I'm not sure if you can see. Not much there. Now I don't know if you could see, but we do have some garbage that was caught. And then look at the bottom of the bucket. Look at that. It's the last thing you want, getting back all over your paint. Now that was our rinse bucket. Now let's take a look at the other bucket, one of the most important buckets, the one that you're dipping your sponge in right before you glaze it all over your paint. Let's take a look at this one. Alright, I'm going to try this one-handed, so bear with me. Check that out. So again, you see all that dirt sitting on the bottom there. So again, like I said, it might not seem like an important investment, but when you are washing your own car, if you're anything like me, you want to do a good job. I mean, you're spending the time. Why not make sure you do it right from top to bottom? Get the grit guard. It's very important. I mean, you can't really appreciate it until you take a nice shop light, point it directly at your paint, and find all the nice little marks, nice little scratches that will all need to be corrected. If you want your car to have to keep its nice shine. So again, I think it was like $7 or $8. Grab one. They're inexpensive. Saves your paint. And that's pretty much it. You know, I hope this video helped out those of you who hate getting out there in the cold and washing your car, or you live in an apartment complex or somewhere that they don't allow you to have running water, or it's not easy to get running water to give your car a full wash. You know, I hope this video helped you guys out and prove to you that a rinseless wash is nothing to be scared of. It does a fantastic job. Again, my name is Paymon. You can find me over on the RX8 forums or at normalexception.net. Just want to give a shout out to autogeek.net. They provided me pretty much most of the products that you saw me using today. So, you know, head on over there, scope out their products. They have some great prices. And if you have any questions, just leave some comments and I'll try my best to answer them.